Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to Cloud Test Lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
And see here, as of now, do not worry about this code. Do not even look at below thing. Okay, this is an actor DAO. Okay, and I am getting a data source like this. Okay, I am injecting a data source. What am I doing with that? Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, I told you that Spring gives us template. And template means, you know what is template in English? Template is a format of doing something. This is a template and write your report. Okay. So, similarly, Spring gives us template. Okay. So, Spring tells us that, okay, this is a normal template people use. You can use this, you can modify it later according to your need. But this is a normal class. Okay. So, Spring gave a JDBC template object which will get initialized in the constructor like this. You may not have logic like this, but I'm just having it. So private JDBC template, and I'm just initializing JDBC template, just pass your data source. And this is it. Your JDBC template object is ready to use. You can really execute the queries. You do not have to worry about any connection logic, no prepared statement, nothing, zero. Okay, you can start your query running there. Okay, so let's do that. And we do have a queries here. So as of now, don't worry about other things. Let's concentrate on insert actor. Okay, so this is one query. Now what's happening is I'm taking first name and last name. This is it. And this is the thing I'm taking. And see here, this is just a string. Okay, nothing else, just a string. And now I'm telling JDBC template to update passing SQL query. Okay, you will see this format again and again. Don't worry about it. Okay, JDBC template update. There is a method in update. You just pass query and you pass the parameters. Okay, these are just objects, and you can really pass any number of objects. Okay, do not complain for it. There is no complaint. Okay, so first I passed first name, which is coming from this method, then last name, and I passed new date, which is updated by last update. And JDBC template update method returns a count. So I'm just getting that count and printing the result. So let's do this. Let's create a class which actually does this thing for us. So just went ahead and created a small class which is doing that. And as of now, I'm just deleting this. So what's happening here, this is just an application context. You know this class very well now. And we are just initializing with Spring JDBC XML. And now actor DAO, DAO is getting with the help of getBean. Okay. So there is no JDBC stuff here as of now. What I'm going to do is I'm just having integer count equals to dot insert actor. And here I will be inserting some name here. So tell me some actor name here. Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, so he's the actor. Definitely, I cannot also void to integer. The actor was returning integer. Oh no, we are just printing that. Okay, so we will not get that actor count here. We will print that. Okay, this is fine. Of course, you can return it. And now what we need is we need to see whether that actor is getting updated or not. And that who will show that your row count will show that. If one row is updated, definitely that particular actor. And we will search that actor later. But as of now, we are just using this code update. So insert an actor. So it exception. Driver class no exception. Some problem in here. Not load JDBC driver. I have to get JDBC driver. Okay, updated row count 1. So that means that your actor is inserted successfully. You did not wrote an entire repeat statement and all this stuff. No, nothing. Zero. Okay. And you got actor inserted in 3 lines of code, literally 3 lines. First is SQL and second is getting the parameter, calling the template, and the one third line is just printing. Okay, you can return the records there. So literally it's a 1 line of code. Okay. And similarly, you can update, let's see, update code. You can't pass object like Hibernate. You did pass object like Hibernate. Okay, it means mapping like that. No, you will not have a mapping for table to row here. This is not ORM. Okay, definitely this is not object relational map. Remember that object is not mapped anywhere. Okay, this is JDBC. Remember that. Probably in Spring 4, you may expect something called Spring ORM. Definitely, they do that, and they will give you a new jar file for that. Okay, update. So in update, you have integer ID and string. The format is exactly the same. There is no new thing here. See, there is a query, update actor set first name, where actor ID is something. And JDBC template as update, you pass equal, you pass those two things which are replaced by, again, the sequence of question mark should be followed. Okay. Where we are populating the values of data. Awesome question. Here. I told you, when we are initializing string, we are creating the data source and we are injecting data source object into the, okay. What jar files we need for JDBC? Nothing, just JDBC. Your Spring 3.3, whatever concern, I already added everything. Okay, whatever I downloaded. There is no specific stuff. If you want the specific stuff, definitely go over and get Spring JDBC 323 or whatever listen to it. Okay. Other things are java.It and source. You don't need that to execute that. Okay. If there is already an ORM, Meena, there is an answer to your question here. I completely oversee this, but there is already a Spring ORM. Okay. So you don't have to wait for Spring 4. It's already there in Spring 323. They do that. I told you. Every time there is a new jar coming in. Okay. So now we will try update. An update has exact same format. I will just pass an ID and the first name, and that particular ID should get updated with the first name. You can verify those results. We can also list actor after this, and then we can verify all the results all together. So right now, what I will do is I will just update. Now I don't want to execute insert though, so I will just comment this out. Update. Integer ID, let's put 999. I know for sure this ID is, but let's put 1. There's no harm putting 1 and updating first name to Brian. Okay, So this will update first actor with the name Brian. And this, no new logic at all, so absolutely fine. You can run, and yes, your records are updated. Okay. So till now we do not have any magical logic. So now you know that whenever we are reading a result set, we need what we will do generally. I'll tell you. So what we do generally whenever we have select something, you have select star from something, some table. Okay. Then you get a result set of the RS. Then what you do is RS dot get string. Okay. And whatever you get from this, you actually set to an object, right? So if you are getting an actor object, then actor dot set name, and here you will get rs dot get string. So what you will build from result set is this actor object. Okay. So what Spring helps you is Spring calls this functionality of getting from the result set, putting into an object. Spring calls this functionality as a mapper class. Okay. And Spring provides you an interface for this particular mapper class. So what you have to do is you just have to create a mapper class, okay, for each and every object, or let's say if you are reading actor table in an object. So very specific mapper class you can create. So if the query is returning, let's say, three different things, then you can create a mapper class to map these three different things into an object. Okay. So let's see what is this mapper class. Before I got a question here. Is it a common pool of Spring maintains or a new connection every time? Okay. So Spring creates new connection every time. If you need to use connection pooling logic, you need to specify that in your data. In data source, you can specify a property called connection pool. And if you mention that, then you have max connection and min connection properties. And you can also pass how many minimum connection to the maximum connection. Okay. You can also tell connection timer. Okay. So there are entire set of properties you can mention. You can definitely go and see. There are these endless properties if you try to do that. Okay. But absolutely, that's a good question. And of course, you can use JDBC in there. You can also mention same properties in JDBC. Okay, we're gonna see that when we have JDBC, not JDBC. I'm sorry, JNDI. Okay, so now I told you about mapper class. And what is this mapper class? Is mapping of a result of a query to an object. Okay, so you need to create a mapper class or select generally. So whenever you have select query, you create a mapper class. So whatever returned by that query will be mapped to an object. Okay. So let's see how this mapper class is created. So I just created this mapper class, and mapper class implements row mapper. I told you there is an interface. So that interface is row mapper, and you can generalize it for a specific object. So right now I am specifying an actor object. Okay. So remember, this actor object holds the information of actor table. Okay. So this is like a one-to-one mapping. Okay. Not one-to-one means not that Hibernate one-to-one. Your fields are exactly matching to columns. This is not mandatory though. You do not have to create table specific beans. You can create query specific beans. Remember, your select query can have three different tables and can return 8 different columns, okay, from different tables. You just have to create a mapper class so that your result set can be mapped to your object. This is it. Okay. Hibernate does behind the scenes for ORM. Maybe, definitely. Maybe they can do that. Okay. They might have already given this kind of information. Okay. Absolutely.
So the mapper class.
Okay. To learn if the templates like Spring and other are variable solutions like clustering is involved. For instance, if you want to connect to run multiple insert queries to JDBC.xml file, you wish to learn if templates like Spring and others are a viable solution where clustering is involved. If we want to connect to run multiple insert query to the JDBC. I did not get an entire notion of the question though. I'm guessing that you are probably talking about a batch, okay? Or I'm also guessing something which. So I'm not getting an exact notion of the question again. Is template good solution for clustering? If you really need something specific, template is not a good solution. Okay, template is a solution for common problem. Getting my point? So if you're if you're trying to batch insert something, of course there are methods in Spring which will allow you to do batch inserts. Okay, but template is really not a good solution for that. Okay, you should be using normal JDBC or Hibernate batch. Okay. Okay. So now in this row mapper, you see that it has only one method, which is map row, which takes result set and row number. Okay. And this row number, you can use it as like, let's see how it is. As of now, I'm not using this row number. Okay. Because I'm actually getting result set dot get integer, actor ID, first name, last name, but you can also get uh, row number wise result set read, right? Result set that get 1, get 2, get 3, get 4, and then the stuff. Okay, but as of now, I'm just using result set object to get actor ID, first name, last name, exactly the same way how we used to do in JDB. You are getting something from the result set, you are setting into the object. Okay, and you are returning what? You are returning an actor object. So if your select statement is returning entire set of actor table, then you will end up in list of actor ID, right? So if you see our actor DAO, and if you see that you are actually executing select star, that means you will hit all the actors. Okay. In that specific condition, you will return list of actors. Okay, and now see the format here. JDBC template dot query, not update. Okay, dot query means select query. Okay, JDBC template dot query, pass your select query and pass the mapper class to this template. So what it will do? It will actually execute the query, use this mapper class to create this object and return the list. Okay, and you can see that you will get entire list. Okay, let's see whether we get it. And also print the last name. And this will print an entire list of items. Right? We also updated this Brian, so we can check whether we get that Brian. Okay. Here, so you got all that. Okay, and yes, your Brian is updated. And you can also see the last updated was Neil Patrick. Okay, got that. Excuse me. Okay, so one more thing which we need to understand is what is the specific select query. Okay, this is, you know that when you are using select star and you are getting something, but if you need to pass a parameter to select query, that will not be similar to this. You will actually pass an array of objects. Okay, so there is a small difference here. So get actor has select star from actor where actor ID equals to, and you will pass an actor ID which you really want. Okay, at this instance you can create an array object array, and you can pass uh, these objects in a sequence of question marks. If you are having 3 parameters where actor ID equals to this, first name equals to another question mark, last name equals to another question mark, you should give that question mark, you should give the object in order of question mark. Okay, so now you have actor ID, so your object will have only one object here. that is ID, and this object array will be passed as a parameter to query for object. Again, there is a small change here, not query for object, and here you will pass that parameter list which you need to pass to the query to get exact record. So let's see whether we can get it, and let me fetch 201. Okay, and get actor one here, and we should get David Gary on that. Am I not printing that? Oh my god. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm returning it. Okay, now it will print. Okay, 201 David Gary, and David Gary will be executed. So what are the things you learned in JDBC template? The first thing is it's simple and awesome. Okay, you will never have a DAO class like this if you are using JDBC. You will have a DAO class with a single method paying this much. Okay, so you can do insert, update, all the normal operations. You just need a mapper class for select statements. Update and inserts are here super easy. Even deletes are super easy. You can use update statement for deletion. Okay, and of course you can count the parameters. Okay, so this is the best use for JDBC. If you are using normal JDBC, you can always use JDBC template if your project allows Spring, and it's really easy, it's really awesome. If you are really not using Hibernate or not. Okay. Are you saying DAO shouldn't have all the methods? No, I'm not saying that. DAO should have all the correct methods. Okay. Our DAO pattern, we learn the DAO pattern. Okay. In that we actually have all the correct methods. Okay. I'm just saying that if you write own JDBC code, then a single method, single select all will have a number of statements equivalent to the number of statements we have in this entire class. A single method will have that. Okay, because we have your result set, request statement, every RS dot get something, put it there. Okay, then statement dot close, connection dot close, finally, and all this. Okay, here everything is handled very properly. Here I'm not throwing anything. I'm literally not throwing any exception, literally not having a try catch block. Okay. Try just creating a small JDBC class. When start typing driver manager connection, you will have a checked exception. You need to have SQL exception and file IO exception, something like that. So you need to have that declare. But here I'm not even declaring try catch. I'm just writing the code as is. That's what I'm saying. It's handled so properly that, of course, if there is an exception, it will come out. If my username password doesn't come properly, then definitely that exception is coming away. But I do not have to type in those checked exception again and again, right? Simple equation, nothing else. They just created a wrapper around it and gave me a very, let's say, a usable code which I can use. And whenever there is exception, of course, that will come out with method declaration. Yeah, nobody can stop that. Okay. This is about a Spring JDBC, which will give you an idea about how to use these templates. And that will also introduce you to templates because templates are important. In Spring, you should get comfortable with this kind of words. Spring JMS template, JDBC template, FTP template, and all those templates Spring uses. Okay, so that was a small introduction to that. And now we don't have much time, but sure. But you don't know the JNDA now, so we should have a JNDA class before we actually demo a JNDA. Okay, so we will do that in JNDA demo. We'll have a class on 1 hour entire session on JNDA. Okay, and we not separate some things and use some things from kind of template. Let's say I want to handle a transaction log in a different manner, but I want to have the rest of template intact. Does it offer that level of granularity? Definitely, I did not explore that. You can do that, okay? Because uh, first thing is, I told you, templates are something which is generic enough for all the use cases. If you have specific stuff, don't use templates. But definitely, Spring is so advanced that if you need such granularity, definitely there will be an functionality for that. But really, the question is, can we separate some things and use some other things from template? Okay. Can we use filters in Spring? Which filters? Servlet filters?
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.